My name is Kelly. This is Moon Pie Tarot. This general love reading is for the month of April 2016 for the element of air, and the signs being Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Please subscribe to my channel to keep updated. And if you wish for a personal reading, please send me an email below or click on the link. Okay, let's get started. What do the air signs need to know for April 2016 for love? What do the air signs need to know for April 2016 for love? Air signs 2016 for love. Air signs 2016 for love. Okay. This here. Okay. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Okay. So for Aquarius, we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is generally, it looks like a moving on. You see that card? It's almost as if this is you here. Sorry if the light is glaring. You can see yourself here, moving on into less turbulent type water. If you're able to see, you see how the water is very choppy here. But if you look further into the distance, a little bit calmer. Excuse me. It seems maybe you were in a type of a tumultuous situation with someone, with your partner, or a potential partner, or if you're married or in a relationship or dating and you're finding things to be a bit difficult, maybe meeting someone. That was definitely something that is occurring for the month of April. But I feel as if in this turbulence that you have going on here, that you're going to be moving away from that type of situation. Usually the Six of Swords, these are situations, perhaps that these are thoughts. Maybe you've had a lot of negative thinking in your relationship. Maybe you were thinking things that were causing you to feel very negative. Because water represents emotion, okay? And I would say that perhaps your emotions were very negative due to your thoughts. So maybe there's an issue of trust in the relationship, and you're feeling like as if, sometimes things don't happen. Sometimes there's things that we don't know, and maybe we have a tendency to conjure up ideas in our head, or maybe things in the relationship weren't going very well, and perhaps you found a way to exasperate those issues. I don't necessarily feel like Aquarians are very emotionally energetic. I feel they are more mentally energetic. And they do have a tendency to maybe be a little possessive or jealous in some ways, but not all. They can be very sharp-tongued sometimes, but they're progressive type thinkers, you know. So perhaps your relationship, perhaps some issues were happening and they were causing you to think certain ways. But like I said, I feel as if you're sailing into the horizon, so to speak, and you're looking here at better, calmer times, and you're maybe trying to reach those calm situations. I feel like perhaps you will. For an outcome, I want to say the month of April, 5 of Swords. Well, I feel like maybe that's your partner. Perhaps are you arguing? Do you have if this is someone you're with, or if this is a very close friend, are there arguments? Was this an abusive situation that you were in? Relationship, friendship? Could be a family member, someone you care about very much. Were they abusive to you? Were you abusive to them? I feel as if, the 6 of Swords following the 5 of Swords, again, it's still the same message to me, that whatever turbulence that was in this relationship, this could be you, or this could be your partner, but whatever was going on, I feel like you're just like wanting to move away from this negativity, not necessarily away from this person, but away from the turbulence that's happening in the relationship. I feel as if you are wanting to maybe you just want to get away for a little while, maybe you're going to take a trip. Maybe that is something that you feel as if you need to do. Or if you are the one who is being abusive in the relationship or who's causing problems, perhaps your partner wants to take a break or take a trip. This very well could be the case. I'm sure as you're listening to me speak, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think that I know there are always conflicts in relationships, and the most important thing is to always try to work them through. But not always are situations like that possible. And sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's best to just walk away from each other so that we can reach a calmer place where you can discuss things. So maybe there's a little bit of a break between you and your partner. And as for the outcome for Aquarians, Justice, a lot of swords, a lot of swords. Let me move the cards a little. I'm sorry if you can't see them. So yeah, we have justice here. All will be well. Whatever the situation has been occurring or will occur in the month of April, it will come to, there will be justice done. So to me, that basically says there will be an end result. There will be solutions, okay? Perhaps you will discuss and you will have a chance to talk about things. Maybe you're going to go into a little counseling together, maybe some healing. If you're dating or you're meeting people and you're having trouble meeting people, if there are things that are going on, or these people that you're meeting, maybe you're just attracting certain types of men or women that are just not really, that you feel like, you know, a lot of people always say, oh, why do I always meet like these types of people? Why do I attract these people? Maybe you taking time away for yourself to reflect on who you are and what you need will bring you the end result of justice, that perhaps you will meet someone that will be unlike the others in the month of April. Or you will come to realize that this is what's been happening and you need to focus on you for the month of April. I actually feel that's more of the issue for those of you who are single and have been dating. Maybe, I feel like for the month of April, it's probably best for you to take some time out for yourself and refocus, regroup, think about what you want, think about the kinds of people you are attracting and the kinds of people you would like to attract in the future. Okay, so that's for Aquarius. Now for Gemini, we have the Five of Pentacles here, and I try to pick the cards up and show you what's happening. Someone in the relationship is maybe down on their luck and looking for help, perhaps, or maybe the two of you, if you're in a relationship, are comforting each other. Maybe have the two of you gone through something a little chaotic? So much with these chaotic. I don't want to say emotional chaos. Maybe in your relationship or your marriage or whatever you're in, there's a financial difficulty that you're both going through, a burden, and you're trying to hold it together, be supportive of each other. And you know, you see the snow here, and you know, to me that's still emotions, because snow, and as far as the elements are concerned, snow is water. I see, to me with this card, all these little drops of snowflakes and this bit of snow here and this bit of snow here. I feel like there is emotion, but it's very scattered, and you're trying not to deal with the emotional aspect of things, but you're trying to just comfort each other in a way that is a little bit emotional, but more focused and balanced on, hey, you know, how are we going to get the mortgage paid, or how are we going to cover these medical bills? I feel like maybe that's something that's going through your minds right now. And if you're dating, and maybe you have a potential partner, or if you're not, if you haven't met someone yet, I feel as if you have a very close friend that is needing your support. They're having financial difficulty and you're needing their support, or there is someone in your life, perhaps this is you, this gentleman, and you're needing support from your wife, your girlfriend, or a very close friend. I feel like that's something that's going on for the month of April. But look too, now whether you believe in religion or if you have faith or things like that, to each his own. But I feel like with the Pentacles being, and this is a little bit of a religious, it's a little symbolic, to me it's faith. And it's telling me that your ideas of how to overcome these financial strife is in the right place, because with faith and hope and having people to support you, things are going to be okay. At least you will feel that way, and that's like 80% of the game. You know, the attitude of how you're going to get through things is more important than the actual facts of how you're going to get through things, because you know, without hope, what do we have? Now, I'm not going to say the outcome, but the second occurrence, a little more information for Geminis regarding this situation. Six of Rods. See? Victory. This person has victory. Okay? And boy, isn't he kind of macho about it. All right? You know, when I look at this card, you know, I see And I love this tarot deck because I just think it's so vivid and it shows so much emotion and expression. And this tarot deck is by Anna K. Tarot. You can find it on Amazon. You see he's got his bare feet, and there are roses down here at the bottom. I hope you can see that. But you know, roses have thorns, and he's also standing on those thorns. So his victory was not without strife, okay? And as in all victories, nothing comes easy. So with the support of people helping you, and whoever this person is in your life, whether it's a man or a woman, this person is on your side. This person is, you know what, I'm here for you, we're going to get through this. Whoever this person is, and it probably, I would say, it's someone who's creative, and it's someone who could be like a fire sign. But whoever he or she is, they got your back. They got your back. And I think you know who they are. They're creative, they're sunshiny, they're bright, they're positive, they're hopeful. And, you know, if you're dating, okay, and you're in a situation where you're still trying to meet someone, maybe like with this first card, maybe you're feeling a little hopeless and you're needing perhaps support or someone, maybe you need to try a dating site. I'm not a really big fan of dating sites because I personally feel it's always better to meet people in real life, like, you know, you're in the supermarket or, you know, I mean, I'm not against them. I think great one. I have a friend that met someone through a dating site and they dated for like 2 years, 3 years, and now they're getting married. So I'm not against it, but I'm just old school, I guess. But maybe that's maybe you need to get out there and meet someone on a dating site or try dating out that way. And with this, I think you'll be victorious. I think maybe you will meet someone actually in the month of April who, like I said, as I described, this person's victorious and everybody loves them, and they're someone who will be there for you. Even if it's just a great friend, because I think all the best relationships start out as friends. You have to have that foundation first. And I think that person is coming in April, definitely. That's what I see. And they're going to be there for you for whatever situation. I mean, you know, if you're looking for a sugar daddy, you can go on one of those sites if that's something that you need if you're a woman. You know, to each his own, like I said. So for the outcome, the final outcome, what does Gemini need to know for this month of April for love for 2016? Ooh, the Hermit. Can you see that? You are contemplating what's occurring in this month. You are, the Hermit usually is, Hermit is the sign of Virgo. Maybe you have Virgo rising, who knows. But the Hermit, look at him. He's just sitting on a rock. He's got his little lantern, and he is looking out over the dawn. I'm sorry, I like to call that the dusk, because I believe with each new day there's new hope and new promise. And I feel like if you are dating and meeting someone and this person comes along, I think you're going to be at some point thinking, okay, things are going to work out. I see light on the horizon here, and things are going to work out. And if you're in a relationship, or like I said, you're down on things, are financially distraught, you're feeling distraught, and this person's coming to help you, I think you're going to internalize everything that's happened to you and pull within you, perhaps for the month of May, this whole new beginning, this whole new light. Things are going to get better. Whatever the situation is for you, things are going to get better. Okay, for Libra, so we have the Magician. Librans, this doesn't surprise me that they have the Magician. Libra people are like magic to me. They are fun to watch, and they are really great to get to know. I can't tell you how many Libra people I've met. They are so animated, and they have so much. They're funny. They're very outgoing. They're very. They really get it. They really get it, you know. And when I see the Magician card, this really tells me this is you. Look at the Magician. I mean, come on. I'm going to hold this up. I love holding these cards up because I just think they're so beautiful. I'm sorry if it's so dark. I'm doing this at night, and I will be doing them in the day. But look at, do you see what he's got on his table here? Magicians have all these tricks up their sleeve, right? He's got a pentacle, a rod, a sword, and a cup. And all of those are elements of astrology. Cups stand for water. Water stands for emotions. Swords stand for thoughts. Swords stand for air, and air are thoughts. Wands stand for fire, and the wands are a creative energy. And pentacles are for earth, and they represent kind of like when people say, oh, you're so down to earth, you know, realism. They feet firm on the ground. So the Magician, he is wielding this magic of all these different symbols, these different elements, and that's you, Libra. You have this ability to just go after what you want and take what you want. And if you're in if you're in a relationship with someone, this is the kind of person you're being in the month of April. You're kind of, if you came through something rough, or if maybe you found a new pair of shoes that you want to start wearing, and you're going to wear them, and that's that. You're going to just make magic out of these boring old ugly lace shoes, because you're a Libra and that's what you do. You're going to spread your magic wherever you go. And if you're dating or you're out seeking someone, you're not going to have a problem. You're not going to have a problem. And if you're feeling like, oh, that's not me, well, you know what? What you think is what you are. So if you're feeling like that's not something you're capable of, maybe you should try starting to think in a different way and infuse that confidence in yourself, because that's really half the battle. I think that's like my theme for the month. Half the battle, your attitude. So I feel like that's how you're going to approach April. If you're dating, you're going to be out and you're going to put yourself out there, and you're just going to wield your magic like you Librans do. Or if you're in a relationship with someone, maybe there's something you're trying to, and this is a major arcana card, which means that this isn't something that's, oh, I don't feel like it this month. No, this is going to happen, and you can't do anything about it. So if you're in a relationship and there's something maybe you're trying to get from your partner, or there's something you need, you know, let's say it's something, if you're married, maybe you want to put new flooring down in the kitchen. You will find a way to do it. You're going to use all your resources, you're going to use all your tools, everything you have with your brilliant brain, and you will find a way to get what you need. Even if you're in a relationship with someone and you're trying to get a little more love, I'm not going to say that you're like, I'm not going to say that you're going to be manipulative and sneaky, but you're going to be charming, because Librans are charming people and they love people, and you're going to fare very well when it comes to this. So let's see a little more information for the month of April for you. One more shuffle for Libra. Ten of Pentacles. That's such a great card. That's like everything coming together, right? Look, there's a baby, there's a happy family, there's celebration. Everyone's like rejoicing in the joy. Newborn is the most beautiful one, the most amazing thing in the world, a newborn baby, because not because they're so cute, but because they represent new beginnings. And you have new beginnings coming your way. And maybe if you're single and you're out dating, maybe you're going to meet someone that's going to make you very happy. And perhaps in April, I'm not going to say you're going to meet someone like April 1st and then by the end of the month you're going to be married and be pregnant, although it can happen. But the undertone of this card is joy and happiness, fulfillment, family, which is the ultimate fulfillment. The ultimate. I mean, I feel like everybody needs someone. Everybody wants someone. You know, even families that are not related are families. A lot of people don't have people, and they have friends that become family. Family is family. And I feel like whoever this person is that you're going to meet, could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. I feel like they are going to bring you much joy. Yes. And if you're in a relationship with someone or you're married, whatever this magic is that you're just rolling around is going to really bring nice results for you. Absolutely. You're going to get what it is that you need. A new floor. Okay, so final outcome for Libra. What does Libra need to know? Okay. Oh, the King of Cups. Yay! The final outcome, emotional stability. Emotional stability. This person, the King of Cups, kings represent stability. They are men who are a little older, and a king can, just because it says king on the card, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a man. It could be a woman, even though we have a Queen of Cups card. It can go either way, but I'm looking at this as more of an energy. And kings represent stability. When you think of a king, they're very majestic, they're very royal, they're patient, they're very quiet, they're full of wisdom, but they're not boisterous like the Fool, or they're not aggressive and unable to. Put it this way, if a king and a knight were playing chess, the king would win in the long run because of his experience. The knight would probably make a couple moves here and there and, think he's got one over on the king, but knights are young, and with age comes wisdom, and that's how the king is. And because it's a King of Cups, and he's a water sign, he's very intuitive, he's very patient, he absorbs everything. And I mean everything. So when I don't necessarily feel like this could be the person that you're going to meet. It could be a water sign, which would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, who is an older man or older woman. But this could also be an energy of kind of the undertone for this new person that you're going to meet, or your relationship, and how it is that there's a sense of stability, and there's a sense of love and patience, and there's a sense of, we've worked things out, and, I was able to speak, and we've come together as a family, and everything is well. And that's kind of how I see that, but it really could go either way. I actually feel both. I feel like this could be an energy of, what has occurred for the month of April, but I also feel like this could be someone you're going to meet, or that this is your partner. And if your partner is not a water sign, don't sweat it, because they probably have a water sign somewhere in their chart that's very dominating. You know, if you ever meet someone that let's say you meet a Leo. Leos are generally, they're very intuitive, like water signs, but they're very they're fixed signs, so their aggression comes out very much. But there are some traits that they could have that are very Pisces-like. Okay, and so they could also, these Leos could also be a bit quiet, and they could be very thoughtful. Not that Leos aren't thoughtful, but they could think a bit more and really not say too much. And you would think to yourself, well, Leos aren't like that. Well, if they have a water sign dominating in their chart, they could be. So don't look at this and say, well, you know, my significant other is not a water sign. Well, they could be, or they could be displaying energies like this. So those are your readings for the month of April. Like I said, if you wish to have a personal reading, which will be more in depth, you can click on the link. I'm going to try to put the link here. If I don't, it's at the bottom, and this is in the description box. And send me an email, and we'll get something going for you. Okay, thank you, and I hope you have a beautiful, loving April.